Welcome to the Be Happy Now show. Flex your soul connection muscle and be your inner guide to fulfillment and purpose. I'm Claudia-Sam. If you know that you're here for a bigger reason, this is the place to be. Together, we ditch the self-care guilt and quit the go with less fear and more trust. Tune in to living life in alignment with your full potential. The Be Happy Now show starts now. Hello and welcome. I'm so excited to be here with you again. Today's all about how to get out of living at a standstill, even if it feels scary or like you're jumping out of your comfort zone or it just feels really uncomfortable. I want to invite here today the thought that we don't have to wait until we're ready or until it's comfortable and until we know everything about our next move before we make the move, before we take the leap towards our dreams. So if you feel like you've been stuck and lost in the same unfulfilling loops, not quote unquote on track, like you know you can be on, and like you're constantly trying to figure out your next move and it keeps you tired and unsure of what you even want, then in this episode of the Be Happy Now show, I'll share a story of how when I was in New Zealand and I chose to not go back to my job in Canada, I did it without having any other plans lined up. We're also going to meditate together so that you can gain clarity about ways to reach the level of freedom that you deserve and that you desire. Now, we will together help you be guided to answer some soul connection coaching questions, which leads me to say that as your soul connection coach, I'm here to help support you to flex your soul connection muscle, be your own inner guide to fulfillment, to purpose. And I do that using my tune in method. If you've never heard of soul connection coaching, that's normal because it's on me. You can find out more at Claudia-Sam You can also find out about my tune in method. Just go to tuneinmethod.com. And I mainly work with people who are happiness seekers. They know deep down that they're here for a bigger reason, and they're just not sure really how to go there, how to get there, how to take the leap, how. And they know that they're just not, the happiest they can be. They want to be more. They know they're here for this bigger reason, this purpose, this gift that they have, and they're just wanting to tap into it. So using my tune-in method, that's what we do together. And today, I really want to paint a picture for you. Because if you are at a standstill, if you're feeling like, oh my gosh, I keep living the same things over and over and over again, I keep making the same damn decisions. And it's like a loop. It's like you make a decision and then, whoa, you're right back where you started. It's not fun, isn't it? If this resonates with you, if this, what I've been saying resonates with you, I know that you're a go-getter, that you are someone who wants to make things happen for yourself because everything always works out, right? Everything always works out for you, yet it doesn't work out the way you would like it to. It works out just kind of half because you make good money, you have a roof over your head, and you get to provide for your family, but there's something missing. There's a void. And now you know that there's this confidence inside of you and you want to take the steps to commit to yourself, but you're thinking, I'm not ready yet. I don't have all the information. I don't know what I'm going to find if I open the door to how I really feel. I don't know what I'm going to find. And I'm going to commit to myself once I know. I'm going to invite you to refocus today to the thought that you don't need to know. You don't need to be ready or in a comfortable place to take the leap. And to guide you towards that, I want to share how I worked for about 12 years in media and events. And it was getting to a place where it was, you know your job, your tasks. You wake up. This was me. I wake up, look at my emails, dress up real fast. I would snooze a lot. And then I would just grab something from my fridge and make my way to work and eat on the go. And then I would be at work. I would be committed. I'd be all about work. I wouldn't answer any phone calls from any person while I was at work because I only had eyes for my job. I was validating myself definitely 100% through my job. And it was important to me that the results that I was providing at work, that basically that they were good, because that was a symbol. It was mirroring my success. And I would work late. I would think about work all the time. And working in events got me to, well, working late nights, eating out, drinking, and being in that lifestyle of it's so fun. Yet every day, eat, work, sleep on repeat can also be a survival mode. And I see it as a loop. It's a standstill because every day, it's going to be the same in a way. And at some point, I decided I want to go travel. I want to go for a sabbatical. I'm going to leave for a year. And I made sure that I had my job secured for when I would come back. That was in 2016. I left my corporate job. And 1 year later, I was in New Zealand. Oh, no, not 1 year. Yeah, actually, 1 year later, I was in New Zealand and I didn't want to go back. I knew inside of me that I was going to get to the same eat, work, sleep routine. I knew what I was going into. It was so my comfort zone. And it wouldn't have made it wrong to go back. But inside, I was feeling off. I was feeling like that's not for me anymore. I don't want to go back to that same thing. Here's the thing. I made the decision to not go back without having anything else lined up. I had a yoga teacher training and I have a bachelor's degree in communication studies. I had lined up some little jobs while I was in New Zealand, and I have experience in a bunch of things. That was before my coaching business was created. I didn't know what I was going to step into. Yet what I did know is that it was time for me to get out of this standstill, get out of the loop of the same stories of needing to be validated by my work, of needing to work hard and show other people that I could do it, that I was good at it, and trying to reach other levels of success at a work that was working for someone else. What ended up happening there is that it felt more uncomfortable to go back to the job, to be in the quote unquote standstill, stuck in the same loops. It was more uncomfortable to go there than it was uncomfortable to take the leap without knowing what was going to happen, what my life was going to look like. If you are at a place where it feels more comfortable for you to change, to make a shift, this is an indication that the doors will open up for you. Because when we are ready, we flow towards change. We flow towards receiving answers, receiving guidance. We flow towards receiving the knowing of what will happen, that trust that you will always be supported. Remember, if you're listening right now, it's because probably you've always been taken care of. Everything always worked out for you. Why wouldn't it work out for you if you choose you right now? Why wouldn't it work out for you if you choose you right now? How different? Why would it be different? The universe has got your back anyway. And now if there's something that is showing you that it is more in alignment for you to make a change in your life, to refocus, to commit to you without knowing, trust that you will know. Because once you open yourself up to allowing yourself to commit to you, therefore you're saying yes to yourself, all the answers are coming and pouring in because you're allowing them to come in instead of forcing. Like I said, like I think I mentioned before, I said, If you feel like you're not committing to yourself, you're not making a move, you're not switching, shifting, taking the leap because you're waiting to be ready or you're waiting to know how or what awaits you, you're in forceful energy. You're like a boulder. That doesn't inspire flow, that doesn't inspire creativity, it doesn't inspire answers and inner guidance. So the decision to step outside of my comfort zone for me allowed me to be a trailblazer for myself because I didn't know what I was going into. Everything worked out. We could have another discussion on all the little details of what happened, but this defined a new path for me. It's like I broke this glass ceiling of limitation. Thank you, Gay Hendricks of The Big Leap, for introducing this concept into my life. If ever you want to know about the glass ceiling and breaking the upper limit problem, read The Big Leap. Now, if I would have gone back to that job, I would have stayed in the same loops, like I said, but I would have not broken that glass ceiling. I wouldn't have broken the internal rules of success for myself. And then I chose to define my own rules, to make it my way, and everything still works out and I'm still provided and cared for and supported. So if you think I need to be at a certain level before I do something, I'm not good enough to help someone else. Oh, I can't be a coach because I'm not there in my life yet. You only need to be a step ahead of the people you want to support them. That's all. That's all. Now, you're listening to the Be Happy Now show with Claudia-Sam. And what we're going to do right now together is an exercise of tuning in to embodying the version of yourself that could break that imaginary glass ceiling of limitation so that you can tune into how it feels to lead life from the heart. Because you are a go-getter. And because you are a go-getter, you might have been stuck in this energy of go, 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 of going for the next thing and the next thing, of making a decision and a next decision and acting fast. That mirrors the forceful energy. And therefore, when we want to live a life on purpose, out of standstill, trusting that whatever is meant to be for our highest good will be presented to us, that's when we invite the energy of leaning back, the energy of flow, and the energy of slow. So when you're in loops and you're making the same decisions, that fast action keeps you in the same loops. When you're able to go slow, lean back, and invite an energy of trust, in other words, my invitation for you is to allow for yourself to get out of the mind and into the heart space, so that instead of working towards external external success, external needs, you are now able to turn the vision within you and ask what you need. What do I need? That's what I did in that moment when I decided to not go back to the corporate job, because I tuned in. I had made that space. Yes, for me at that time, it took a whole sabbatical year to make that space, but it doesn't have to be that. And what happened is that I was able to tune within and ask, what do I need? What do I want? Instead of acting right away and just taking for granted that, oh, they're waiting for me, so it means that I need to go back. What about me? So I'm asking you, what about you? What do you want? In what ways can you embody that version of you? If you're thinking, I don't know. All right, let's do this exercise together. If it's available to you, close the eyes and allow your gaze to turn within, so that now you are no longer fixated on looking outward for answers. And instead, you are choosing to be right here with yourself. You are safe. You are supported. Your heart is beating. You are okay. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in slower. Breathe out longer. Breathe in slower. Breathe out longer. As you calm your body, calm the breath, you also allow the heartbeat to settle in a slower function, in a nurturing energy. And in this space, allow your awareness to be up at the head. And now you're in an elevator, okay? Imagine you're in an elevator. It's a safe elevator. There's no claustrophobia. It feels very open. And you're in the head. And you see all the thoughts, all the worries. If I'm not ready, I'm stuck in the same loop. When will I get out of it? How can I get out of it? I'm confident that there's so many things I can do, but how can I get there? Notice all those thoughts because they get to be there. And very gently, we are going to lower the awareness down towards the heart, but the thoughts, they stay up there. So your awareness drops. It's like you can visualize that your eyes are behind your heart at the upper back. That's where your awareness is. Imagine your heart. You see it working so hard. Right now, you are awareness. You don't need to work hard. You get to be in this space of the heart. Now, stay in this region of your body, behind the heart, in an open environment where it feels free and flowy, where your shoulder blades are down and your chest is open to receive inner guidance. I invite you to see yourself, to imagine and feel yourself in these loops at a standstill, reliving time and time again the same kinds of situations and experiences. And notice how it feels in the body. Notice if there's a specific part of the body that speaks to you. For me right now, it's my upper left shoulder. I feel a pinch there. Notice where that is for you. Maybe it's a pinch, but maybe it's a weight, pressure, tension, a feeling of being sick. Focus on one sensation. And I invite you to also focus on your out breath, the exhale. So as much as your energy is not engaging in the stories of the mind, we lowered it down towards the heart. It allows you to be more open and available to be with the body. So in this energy space, we are trusting that we're still here. And we are focusing on the out breath to make sure that we don't go up into the head and create more stories. So it's like you're watching for the exhale. And that sensation is just there. This is a manifestation of just you being in the standstill, in the loops, seeing your life. It physically transpires in your body. You can feel it in the body. It shows up as something right now, and it can be something different later. Take another deep breath in here. Open the mouth, exhale. Beautiful. Now imagine that above your head, there's a glass ceiling. And above the glass ceiling, there's another version of you. And from underneath the glass ceiling, it doesn't seem like there's a ceiling, but you know it's there. That's the version of you that is out of its comfort zone, but feeling so good, free, committing to yourself, saying yes to yourself, in alignment with your purpose, knowing what to do, trusting. Notice how that version of you looks. And I invite you to embody the feelings that that version of you has. The trust, the freedom. Feel that in the body. Because right now, there's no glass ceiling. You are able to feel in your body the way that version of you feels. You are allowing your cells to experience this right now. There's no limitation. There's no need to wait until you're ready. There's no jumping or taking the leap of any kind. There's no decision making right now. You get to feel the version of yourself that is free. Feel it now. And notice if the sensation that was strong before, notice its quality now. Is it lighter, different? Has it disappeared? Or maybe it's shifted? Let that all be okay. This is your moment to experience, to embody that next level of yourself that's no longer at a standstill, that has reached the level of freedom that you want. Feel that now. And in this energy, you know what you want. You know what you want. You know how to get it. Everything is in alignment. Everything works out. Is there a vision here? Are there words that come up for you from that body wisdom? Are there specific aligned actions that you get to take to reach that level of freedom? Focus on your exhale and let your heart speak. Are there any aligned actions that you get to take to get to that place? And just notice what comes up. Take another deep breath in here. Open the mouth, exhale. Come back to the heart. You're still embodying that version of you that's free, that's released from the standstill, that knows where to go, that's committed to yourself, that is enough, that feels enough. Focus on your exhale. Are you willing to do things differently so that you can make an empowered decision for yourself? Are you willing to do things differently so that you can make an empowered decision for yourself time and time again? Are you willing to shift your ways of being from the old harmful ways of being that have been keeping you in those loops to new ways of being? Let your heart speak. Last question. Keep focusing on your exhale. What do you need to know from that version of you? What is that version of you telling you? Take a deep breath in. Open the mouth, exhale. Yes. When you're ready, open the eyes. What you just did right now is that you broke through the glass ceiling in an instant, in the now, because you allowed your body to feel the way that it can feel, the way that you see that version of yourself out of standstill, free, away from those loops, in a new way of being. You allowed your body to feel into that right now, which means that it is available to you because you felt it. How fun is that? Congratulations for trying it. I'm so proud of you. Now, if you want to dive deeper into this type of work, if you want to gain even more clarity like this and tune in more and more, then let's chat. You get to, if you want, take one step towards saying more yes to yourself. We can get on a heart-to-heart, a 20-minute vision call. It's free, and you get to allow for your personal breakthroughs so that you can get back on the quote-unquote track that being stuck in the loops isn't allowing you. Go to claudiasamsoulcoaching.com/yes and book a time that works for you. You can also download my free Put Yourself at the Top of the To-Do List 3-step audio guide so that you can put yourself first without feeling guilty. And within 15 minutes, you can shift out of autopilot, quit the go, and learn to prioritize yourself daily. Just go to claudiasamsoulcoaching.com/I'm important, or just go to claudiasamcoaching.com and then click on the orange button that says start here. Thank you so much for your willingness to open yourself up with me every time, every episode of the Be Happy Now show. I'm really grateful that we get to spend this time together. And remember that you are brave. This is brave work. And I'm witnessing you. I see you. I feel you. And I'm right here next to you. And I would love to hear from you. So if you want to connect, go to the BeHappyNowShow.com website, and you can be part of the Be Happy Now crew and get to know all about the weekly shows that get released. Have a beautiful rest of your day. May it be harmonious and insightful. You've been listening to the Be Happy Now show with me, Claudia-Sam. Flex your soul connection muscle and be your inner guide to fulfillment and purpose. Tune in live every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern on transformationtalkradio.com. You are worthy of being you and of connecting to what stops you from living the life you are meant to live. Access more soul connection coaching at claudiasamcoaching.com.